on the heartbeat of Lagos. It's the Beat 99.9 FM. I am Bibi Raii. What's going on? It's the morning rush. I'm hanging out with you this morning and I'm not alone. Okay. I'm excited. Not many superstars that come here have me like starstruck. But let me tell you, this woman, I don't know what it is, man. I just love the babe. It's the one and only African bad girl, Tiwa Savage. And the crowd goes crazy. Nah, you're all fired. You're all, in fact, all of you get out right now because that was not it. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you here. Welcome to the morning.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good. You know what? I feel like you haven't been away when it comes to music.
I mean, like back in
the Beat FM,
yes,
but when it comes to music, you've been steady delivering consistently for the past couple of years.
Yes.
And we're going to get into that a little bit later on. But right now, it's all about your new single, girl.
Yes.
It's forgiveness. You're asking for forgiveness for acting a little bit crazy.
Yes.
We're all a little bit crazy. You know?
I know. And I feel like a lot of music that's out right now is very like, you know, I'm my own boss. I do this, and I'm like, you know, I'm not wrong. You're a bad guy, and this that, which is true.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, but I also wanted to show a different side of a woman, of you know, the vulnerable side, the soft side, you know, and also admitting that, you know, sometimes we can be a little bit, we can be a bit crazy, but you love us.
Exactly. And the crazier, the better.
Yes.
You know what they say? They say that it's the crazier women that love the hardest.
Probably because I can be a bit cuckoo sometimes.
We're gonna get into
but
that.
My love is very, you know, very, if I'm into someone, I'm really like into that person. So yeah.
I love the fact that number one, it's a reggae record.
Yes.
What made you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna dip dab dribble in reggae?
So the project I'm working on is like, you know, a fusion of R&B. I've been shouting this for a while that I'm going back to my roots.
Lost Time.
Yes.
R&B record, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can see that there's like in Lover Girl Tiwa era, I can see.
Definitely. And that's how I really fell in love with music. So I was recording and then I heard this song that was, you know, written by Mooney Long. And I was like, I just loved it. I loved the message. I loved everything about it. And, I was like, but this isn't really R&B, but I was like, you know what? It's a fusion because the melody is kind of R&B. So it still worked with the project.
Absolutely. I love it so much. Shout out to you for that. And also shout out to you for proving that women can indeed accept accountability.
Yes.
Men. Women can also say sorry.
Yes, we can.
When we OD, because sometimes we OD, but it's only because we love so hard, you know?
And there's so much that goes on in a woman that's complex.
Absolutely.
You know, like every month we go through, you know, what we go through.
Exactly. And men honestly cannot relate. So the hormones is crazy. It's crazy. So like I said, we all know that the craziest babes are probably the ones that love the hardest. And I feel like you're a big lover. So I got to ask you, this song, you're asking for forgiveness for being a little crazy. But now I want to know, Tiwa Savage.
Yeah.
Girl, what's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? I want to go first, but I feel like, let me see how far you go and I'll let you know if I trumped yours. The craziest thing you've done. Have you keyed a man's car? Have you bleached his clothes? Have you, let me give you one.
Yeah.
Have you stolen the batteries from the remotes in his house before to just inconvenience his life?
No, maybe I'm not that crazy.
Damn. I thought we were operating on the same
I pulled up on a guy's house before. Yeah.
Unannounced.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I pulled up and I was ready to like, you
Scrap.
know,
Yeah.
And there was no answer, so I couldn't So I had to be like, ooh.
Who doesn't answer to the sound at that door?
There was no answer.
How you gonna leave my girl at the door?
So I went with this energy, like, you know, like, and then I left like, this is awesome.
You didn't open the door for me. Why did you not open the door for me?
You're right. So that's probably the crazy. What about you? I mean,
I love hard.
yeah, okay.
Is it, am I not too low?
So just give me one.
Let me tell you something.
Have you called more than 15 times back to back?
So the thing is, I'm a silence warrior. I go no contact. But if I'm around, and if you really take me off, because I'm very calm, I'll do something to inconvenience your life. So I'll still the batteries. I see the batteries
Oh
from the
my
remote in your house.
Oh my
Or
days.
maybe I like snip an AC.
Oh my
Because if
god.
you're sleeping without me, you're gonna sleep in heat.
Okay.
And if you're bringing a woman to that same house, you and her, you need to choke you down.
Oh my god. I need to get lessons.
I'll teach you.
I think I'm a bit too
Because
soft.
you know, and this is the next question that I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
So obviously the name is Tiwa Savage, but are you a savage or are you a lover girl?
I'm definitely a lover, and I feel like the name sometimes, a lot of the times when people meet me in person, they think I'm a savage and, you know, I'm a diva, and I'm complete opposite. It's so bad that even my team members are here, some of them, and when I'm angry, my voice gets even higher pitched and I'm like, and then they'll just be like, okay. And it doesn't faze them. Like, they'll just be like, all right, okay. And then they'll just like,
sorry.
Yeah, just, look at him laugh.
You look guilty.
Because I literally
you
just
look
screamed.
guilty.
I screamed at both of them this morning. I screamed.
You're both guilty. And you're both fired from this morning's applause. It wasn't this morning.
Exactly.
You guys, man, you guys are not honest.
So I think I'm a beast when it comes to like my work ethics. Like I don't, you know, I tend to not take no for an answer, and I can call you 20 million times until the job is done. And I will wake up in the morning like 6 a.m. and I will pester you till it's done, or you give me a reason why it's not done, and I'll find another way to get it done. But when it comes to work, I do not play. I think that's where, you know, the savage really kicks in. But in terms of personal, like friends, family and stuff like that, yeah.
Just a softie.
Yeah, I'm reserved.
Just a soft girl. And that's absolutely okay. So obviously now you've taught us about Tiwa, the businesswoman.
Yes.
She's relentless. She's resilient. And over the years, I feel like we've seen different eras of Tiwa Savage. We've gotten, you know, so much growth, so much evolution with your music, with your personal style also.
Yeah.
And I think it's so commendable to see the growth. We've gotten Conscious Tiwa.
Yes.
With 49.99, for example. You also had Ole.
Yes.
That was Conscious Tiwa. I love that.
Yeah.
We got Gangster Tiwa.
Yes.
With 100 million. And like loaded, you know, when you're tucking your ish.
Yeah.
We obviously had African Bad Girl Tiwa. And then we have Loverboy Tiwa. We had Somebody's Son, Lost Time. And now, of course, Forgiveness. So what current era are we in? Are we in Lover Girl Tiwa era? Or how would you coin this current phase in your career?
I think I'm in my Phoenix era, where I also got a Phoenix tattoo on my neck. You know, she's gone through the fire and I'm just getting out of it. So it's like a rebirth where I'm coming out stronger in terms of like love, heartbreak, you know, just where I am in life, where I'm like, okay, I'm starting to accept certain things, set certain boundaries, and just be happy with, you know, what I've achieved, and just enjoy like the hard work that I've put in, that my team have put in for so many years. So
Absolutely.
this is the rebirth of Tiwa.
Phoenix, she's rising from the ashes.
Yes.
She's coming from the flames. And she's coming to step on everybody's neck. Okay.
Always.
Period.
Her.
So one of the things that you said just now was that, you know, you are setting down boundaries, but also you're coming into your own, you're coming to appreciate and whatnot. So what is one moment that stood out in your career where you felt like, you know what, Tiwa, you tried? Like you had to pat yourself on the back because you knew that, you know what, I've made it. I've done a thing. What is that standout moment for you? Or is there one yet?
I don't think there's one, because I feel like if there is one, then it's almost like, okay, then I can relax. I don't give myself that I don't give myself that opportunity to even think that there's, you know, anything that I've done that's been like, okay, yeah, you've done good now.
Is that the perfectionist in you speaking though?
I just feel like I have so much more to do. Like, you know, I still want to do more movies. I still want to go into, you know, skincare. I want to own my own skincare because I'm really big on skincare. I want to do a lot more NGOs. Like, I want to open a music school. So I just feel like I haven't even started.
Just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
The world is your oyster. Take
Amen.
it, run with it. Anything that you want, honestly, anything that you want is literally right at your fingertips.
Amen. And I really want to do it because I think like it's really important for me to continue to grow and continue to expand, because a lot of girls, you know, just, they touch my heart. They look up to me. They send me messages in my DMs, and, you know, I have to keep going for that reason. It's really important and it's not just young girls, old people that are older than me who want to start their career and they feel like, they're past a certain age and they look at me. So it's important for women in general for me to keep going for that.
Absolutely. When I think of Tiwa Savage, the term role model comes to mind a little bit based on what some, people say online, like different, like you said, young girls that DM you and whatnot, because you are a female superstar that has been around for quite some time and managed to maintain relevance. It's not just like you've been around and you've been lingering.
Right.
You've been around and you've been thriving.
Yeah.
But with that being said, role model, kind of like a big title, right?
Yes.
It's heavy.
Yes.
Is that something that you like? Is that something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable? Is that something that...
I think it's something I had to embrace. It's not something that I asked for, and it's not something that, people in the public eye really ask for, but you have to embrace it because you have to know that, and you have to know that there's a balance. Like, as much as I am seen as a role model, I have to also still be true to myself and true to what makes me, for my mental space, what makes me feel good. So initially when I started on my tattoo journey, a lot of people were like, oh my God, you're a role model. But this is something I've always loved. It's like an art that, I feel like it's body jewelry. So, I have to balance that. Okay, yes, I am a role model, but I am also a person, a human being. I'm a woman. There are things that I love that, you have to explain to your child. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be the one teaching your child or your sister. I try as much as possible to be positive. And when I do make mistakes, I want to address it because I'm human. And that's part of being a role model.
Absolutely.
We make mistakes or, we do things that we wish we didn't do.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
But at the same time, part of being human or a strong human is bouncing back.
Yes.
And bouncing back, on which you've done. And I think that in everything and anything, you've bounced back beautifully. You've done it with class, with style.
It's been tough in some instances, but yes, I've had to.
Because you're here now and all we know is the success, Like I said, I've named a couple of the songs in your catalog, right? We've named just a few. You've been giving us back-to-back hits. But you've also been giving us solid features.
Yes.
We've had the likes of Stamina, obviously.
I love that.
I love it too. Who's Your Guy? That was, you hopped on that one. Yeah. Terminator, you hopped on that one. Bese, you hopped on that one also. Yes. Like, there was a time where you were like, who would I say? Like, the Bryson Tiller? You know what I'm saying? Of like features where I was like, what's going on? She's on fire. And I want to get into another part of the conversation. So, keep that in mind, right? When I hear big three, and this is a real thing, like I've had this conversation with people. People talk about the big three in music, in Afrobeat. Yes. And obviously, for now, the big three is, Burna Boy, Wizkid, David. Shout outs to all of them. Fabulous artists. Everybody doing their own thing in their own way. But you know what I say? And I'm not even saying this because you're here. I've genuinely said this a couple of times to like different people. I actually think that it's a big four. And I'll tell you why. There's a thought process behind it. I feel like, number one, you've been doing this for just as long, if not even longer than these guys. Number two, you are out here, the same global impact. You are traveling the world performing, spreading the gospel of Afrobeats music, Nigerian artistry, Nigerian arts, Nigerian culture, all through your music. So with that being said, performing all around the world, delivering quality music, do you feel like you ought to be a part of the big three or even big four conversation, or how do you feel about that?
Don't get me started because if we were to go talent for talent, mic for mic, I'm the big one.
Period.
I know that's if right. We take off the numbers, if we take off the numbers and whatever it is you want to judge the big whatever you want to judge them by, like you can't see me on the mic, like I'm sorry.
For real. And
that's what it is. It's too. Music, but again, it's not based on that, and I understand that, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's a catch-22. I feel I've always been saying this for a long time. Sometimes I look at the charts and there's not one female. I'm not even talking about me. I'm just talking in general. You're talking from 1 to 100. because it's not top 10. It's 1 to 100. And there's not one female. If that doesn't make people in the industry like be like, okay, what's going on, then I don't know what will. I feel like the more you play, you know, male artist songs, the more influencers jump on it, the more you go to the clubs, subconsciously they're going to keep growing.
Right.
And there's going to keep that gap. It is going to keep it's going to get bigger. It's not about whether the females are producing great music or not. It's not about whether they're great performers or not. It's not whether they can dress or, you know, they have the swag,
the stage
or whatever.
presence,
everything
vocals.
is there, but it's just like, I feel like we have gatekeepers. There's holding and creating that gap, and it doesn't happen in America. I say this all the time. Like,
some of the biggest
Cardi B is
superstars
bigger than her significant order. Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift. The list goes on. Selena Gomez. Like, the list is endless.
I know.
So, but I don't see that as something that I should be bitter or jealous about. I just be like, listen, I'm just gonna keep going, and one day it's gonna crack.
Absolutely. In my own lane, doing my own thing.
Yes.
And one day it will make sense.
It will make it will make sense. It has to make sense.
It has to. I was having a conversation with a producer about this. I'm telling you, I really I'm about this. I was having a conversation with a producer, and he said that, female artists are not easy to work with.
Wow.
He said, and
and why is that?
He named some. Okay, so he said that with male artists, you call them to come to the studio, they'll pull up. They'll come. You know, they're rugged, they're there.
And that's actually not true.
I know firsthand that it's not true. So I was looking at this man and I was like, really? Is that so?
But sometimes
and I was
they
like,
don't
yeah,
show
but
up.
female, they don't even, you know, they're not going to show up. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
He was like, but female artists, you know, you try and get them to come and record. They don't want to work. They don't want to work. I said, they don't want to work.
Wow. Female artists are sitting in the studio unnoticed in the corner, sitting there for hours. And the only time you notice them is when they get up and you look at their, you know,
exactly
whatever I can't say on radio. And, you know, like they or they come to work and you say, I can't, I'm not going to give you this beat unless you da. You know, that's a big conversation in the industry.
One day, all of you people that are doing that, one day,
I think Nigerian music might have our own Diddy moment
scandal,
at one point.
And I'm waiting with my popcorn in hand. Because I know good name, but you know who you are.
I don't know. But
moving swiftly onwards. What I do like to see, what I love to see, and what I see you doing, that I'm like, yes, girl, is the girl power that is going on within the industry.
Yes.
Of course, you and Ira collaborating.
Yes.
You pulling up to Thames, watching her performance, really and truly showing support. You even went to a Nicki Minaj concert,
right?
Doing your thing, being spotted even in the audience. You know, trending from attending a concert. Who are your current favorite female artists?
I love King Maddie. Love. I love Ira, obviously. Ira has a special place in my heart. Thames.
Of course.
Thames is like a sister to me, though. I love Bloody Civilian, Fave. There's a lot. Yeah.
There are. I love that because female empowerment, I feel like is really what is helping the girlies. Yeah. You know, the guys are kind of, I don't know, the guys are dividing and conquering, but the guys and I love it. It's the unity for me. You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see a day where all the girlies hop on a super dope track. Like, you know, lady, what's that? Lady Mama. Do you know
what? I'm
put it together.
And I hope this goes out.
And I'm A&Ring it. Okay, because it started right here.
There's a guy. He's amazing. He's on my team. His name is Tunde Phoenix. Shout out to Baba T. He said to me, "Your album is not complete until you do this. You do a record with
the girl
King Maddie, yes, Bloody Civilian, Fave,
Thames,
and he was like." it's not going to be complete until you do a record. And I was just like, I can't approach anybody because I'm scared of no. So, and I'm fans of them. So I don't want to send a DM and they're like,
I'll send it for you.
I haven't done that. But
I'll send it for you.
After this, I think I'm going to make that phone call.
I write it. I'll copy paste and drop it to you. I will send it.
I'm really scared of the rejection, but that's definitely something that he's told me I definitely have to do for this next project.
You have to.
I know I should.
Bring the girlies together.
I know.
And you never know. Take it a step
But we
further.
do all the time. And I don't know if it gets the support, like, you know, like, I don't know.
I think that there needs to be like a thing, you know. And when I say thing, like apart from the single, like a video, like it has to be a real movement and all the girlies have to be involved.
Right.
Do you know how incredible that would be? Just that togetherness.
Yes.
If there's anybody that can pull it together, it's you. Because I mean, I don't know who's going to say no to you. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know who's going to say no to you. But I'm excited for that.
Yes.
I want to.
And we'll have to premiere it here. You know,
with me.
With you.
With me. If you premiere anywhere else, I'm excited with me. Okay?
I already know you have a toxic side, so I'm scared of my cars, my properties.
Let me tell you, that your break.
Oh my God.
I'm joking.
I'll just move out of the country.
I wouldn't do anything to you. Stop it. I'm not that crazy. So obviously, it's not Wednesday. You're a lot of women's crushes though, or a lot of people's woman crush though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I guess.
Know.
I don't know why.
Oh my God.
A lot more women actually hit on me than men.
Hey.
I don't know why.
Huh. I get it though.
Really?
Yeah,
Do I give off?
No, not that vibe. But it's just kind of like there's a certain energy that you have where it's like it's feminine, but it's like it's beautiful and it's just easy.
Really?
It's not like a. I don't want to say
easy.
threat. Not that you're easy. Oh, I beg. I didn't say that.
I'm kidding.
I didn't say that. But it's like it's a receivable energy.
Really? I love that because when I first got into the industry, I used to get diva, standoffish, you know.
Yeah. But I can also see that. But guess what? That's a good thing.
Don't play.
Period. That's a good. Let them not try you because you know you give them an inch, they take them.
Right.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you about. I wanted to ask because my dad is listening. Hi, Dad.
Your dad's listening?
My dad is listening.
Oh, that is so super cute.
I'll show you a text my dad sent. We were talking. I don't know what we were talking about. He was like, I might marry Tiwa Savage. I said, oh, go ahead.
Oh, is your dad single?
Are you single? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
wow.
Let's not leave that one.
We'll talk off air.
Let's leave that one to the side. But you know what? For those that are listening, because obviously you know you're a gorgeous lady and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, what is an ideal first date for Tiwa Savage? What is an ideal first date for a woman that like literally can get it all, has it all, like isn't too stressed about anything? What would like get you? What kind of man do? Is it flower arrangements by the well, if you put flowers by the sea, they blow away. So is it the seaside day?
And you know what? In the lyrics it says, "Don't get me flowers because they die and stink up the place." But I actually I'm obsessed with flowers.
I know. I've seen on your social. I thought they stink up where Tiwa.
I am literally obsessed with flowers. So I do love. It's really simple.
Mm-hmm. So what's your ideal first date? So you met a guy and he approached you and he seems like a decent, bloke.
Okay. So someone that has or doesn't have?
He has though.
He has money.
Yes.
Let's go there. Listen, you're going to tell me, you're going to call me up, call my team.
Well, I'm sorry. Do people
call up my team, tell them when does she have like 3 days? Mm-hmm. My team will tell you. They'll be surprised, put the passport in my bag, tell me I'm going to dinner, and then we drive to
the airport.
Legend, where the private planes are. You put me on a private plane, there's flowers all over the plane. We do a little my high.
Yeah.
And then we land when we land.
A little bit of food.
And then we come back and I have a show, and then,
that's just life. Yeah. And then you send flowers after the show.
More flowers.
Just so.
But for those that don't have, I don't mind going to Ghana High and getting amala and then coming back to your place.
I'm going to off your mic.
I promise you, I don't mind that. We're having deep conversations. We have a tequila or something. Then I, just crawl and fall asleep in your arms. Aww. That's a very, economically...
You said Ghana High, girl. It doesn't get more economically friendly than that. You said Ghana.
So it depends, it depends on what spectrum you're on.
Do you know why I can't be behind that?
Why?
Because I've realized something. Rich men will show you shaggy. Broke men will also show you shaggy. I'm telling you.
But I guess. But
I don't want to.
So you don't want to date someone that's not rich?
No, well, I used to. I did. I have. And I got shown shake. They showed me.
So you'd rather cry in a Maserati
than cry in a Legacy's Benz, girl. And this is a recent development too. This is like
really?
I'm a very soft love. I get me.
So
like
when they get you, they break your heart. It's like
it's sad because it's like why, how, and you
did
this to me.
This year has really just been
2024.
Like
it's
like I'm like, am I a world gecko? What's going on?
Girl, no, don't worry. 2025 is going to be a great year.
Woo!
It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. Okay, so let's play a quick little game.
Yes,
I like this game. It's called Nigerian Men Once Said. I want you to think about this. Okay, I'll give you an example. A Nigerian man once said, "Yeah, if I met you before I was married, I don't marry you." I know you just thought of one. Whatever you just thought of, you better just say it. Don't say it. It's okay. It's a safe space.
I don't know.
I'll give you another example.
Yeah.
A Nigerian man once said, and I would have helped you out though, but I just did down transfer from my
You said the good ones. I promise you, I can't think. I can't. I really can't think. You've just put me on the spot.
A Nigerian man once said, "We're going to get divorced."
Oh, she's going in.
A Nigerian man once said,
"Oh, she's going in.
You are the only love of my life."
Oh, she's going in. I can't. You've won.
I have.
They've shown you.
No. Listen, they didn't show me this kind. Please, God, bad me a different style. They didn't show me that.
Or
kind.
like, when you're calling all night and then like, a Nigerian man once said, "Sorry, babe, I just passed out."
Hey!
No, you didn't.
No, he didn't. Because my friend sent me a snap of you.
Yes, in the club.
So what is you saying, baby? What is you saying? Moving on. Okay, so we spoke about the economy a little bit. We spoke about, going to Ghana High for a date. If you take Tiwa Savage to Ghana High on dates, man, I don't know for you. But if Tiwa Savage is president for a date, President Savage.
Oh my goodness.
What would you do?
In Nigeria or somewhere else?
I feel like we're here. So let's talk for here.
For a day.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of policies that we need to change that haven't been reviewed.
Oh, we're getting serious.
Yeah, and like child bride and all that kind of stuff. Like, but apart from that, if I could, I don't know if it's possible, but if I could I don't know what the problem is that we've had for years, but being able to provide constant electricity. I think that one thing
is such a huge thing.
Might change. So it might impact a lot. Just that one thing.
Absolutely.
One thing, yeah.
You know what? It has been such a pleasure having you here. I could sit here and talk to you all day, girl, but they've been giving me signs. Thanks, guys. The people that didn't clap properly, the people that you,
what?
Mr. Prada, you clapped. Scoop, you did what?
Nigerian man once
did
not clap.
Okay. But honestly, it's been such a pleasure having you in the studio, chit-chatting with you. Please come back.
I would love to.
The single is coming from a project, or there's a forthcoming project?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
The project is coming out next year. I have another single that's going to come out before the actual project, but it's definitely heavily R&B influence.
Okay.
I'm very vulnerable.
Aww.
Very, very vulnerable. There's some songs in there that you're gonna listen to and you're gonna be like, did she just say that? Like I'm pouring out my heart, everything I felt. So if you listen to some lyrics, you're like, did she really go through that? Yeah. And it's one of those defining moments for me in terms of like music. And I wasn't creating an album for hits. I just created from my heart. So yeah, it's definitely for the girls.
For the
This one is
girls.
definitely for the girls.
You know what I've learned though? Do it for the girls, the guys will follow.
Yeah.
Do it for the girls, the guys will follow.
Definitely for the girls.
So it's dropping sometime next year, and you have another single that's going to be dropping out soonish.
Yes. Top of next year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We can't wait to see it. Are there any features or anything that you can? Is there anything that you can give us? Because you didn't give us a title. You didn't give us exactly.
I don't have a title. So if anyone has any ideas, like I don't have a title yet. I will be having like a little private listening before the album. I'd love you to come and listen. And no features yet.
Okay.
Actually, no features yet. But I don't know if that
could be cool. Okay.
Yeah, no features.
Any which way, we did here.
Yes.
we ride 10 toes down. Tiwa Savage, thank you so much for stopping by the morning.
Thank you for having me.
It has been so much fun chit-chatting with you. That has been the one and only African bad gal, the queen, the big one.
Hey.
The big T, not the little one. Coming up, her brand new single, Forgiveness. You know what? Go ahead and do the honors. Introduce your record.
Oh, thank you very much. This is Tiwa Savage, and this is my brand new record, Forgiveness.